In this video, we'll be taking a look at one college football game happening on September 25th, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 2 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this one college football game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Army versus East Carolina. Army enters this Thursday night matchup at 1-2 overall and 0-1 in American Athletic Conference play, hoping to secure their first league win when they travel to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium to take on East Carolina. The Black Knights are licking their wounds after a crushing 45-38 overtime defeat against North Texas, a game where they were slight underdogs, but still came close to pulling off the victory. That loss highlighted both their offensive potential and defensive lapses, as the Black Knights' run game was rolling, but the defense could not finish drives when it mattered. On the other side, the Pirates come in at 2-2, still trying to find their footing after being beaten 34-13 by Brigham Young University at home. They failed to match the Cougars' physicality in the trenches and were exposed by an opponent that was more efficient offensively. Historically, East Carolina has had Army's number, winning 8 of the last 9 meetings, but it was Army who took last year's clash convincingly 45-28, showing that this series has shifted in recent memory. The Black Knights are at a crossroads early in the season. They have already played 2 overtime thrillers at home, and unfortunately both ended in heartbreak. The opening loss to Tarleton State, one of the top programs in the football championship subdivision, was a bitter way to begin the year, followed by the more recent overtime collapse against North Texas in their conference debut. Their one bright spot came in Week 2 when they stunned Kansas State 24-21 on the road as a massive 17-point underdog, a result that reminded everyone what Army can do when their triple option attack is clicking. Army's offense is the identity of this team, averaging more than 300 rushing yards per game, which places them among the top rushing units in the nation. The ground game is fueled by discipline, blocking schemes that wear down opponents, and a deep rotation of ball carriers. However, the defense has been another story. Allowing 32 points per game and giving up more than 350 yards per outing has put them in too many high-scoring dogfights. Their inability to tighten up in the red zone and contain explosive plays has cost them in both of their losses. With another road trip on the horizon against UAB after this one, Army desperately needs to stop the bleeding here. East Carolina is also searching for stability. They started the year with a narrow rivalry loss to NC State in Raleigh, a 24-17 setback where they still managed to cover a double-digit spread, showing resilience against a stronger opponent. They then rebounded to cover in their next 2 games, building some early season confidence. However, that momentum was abruptly halted when Brigham Young University rolled into Greenville and handed them a 34-13 defeat, exposing cracks on both sides of the ball. The Pirates now stand at 2-2, and with Tulane up next on the road, the pressure is on to take care of business at home before diving deeper into conference play. Offensively, East Carolina has been balanced but unspectacular. Their ground game produces just over 130 yards per contest, which is middle of the pack, and they lean on a passing attack that has been efficient but not explosive. On defense, the numbers look good on paper, giving up just 15 points and under 310 yards per game, but those stats have to be taken in context. Against better competition, the Pirates have struggled to prevent sustained drives, and facing a triple option offense on a short week is one of the toughest assignments any defense can draw. When you line these 2 teams up, it becomes a clash of styles. Army thrives on controlling possession, chewing up the clock, and frustrating opponents with their relentless ground game. Their formula is simple: stay ahead of the chains, keep third downs manageable, and grind defenses into submission. East Carolina wants to spread the field and balance their attack, but they'll be tested against an Army front that is better against the run than the stats suggest. The Pirates' defense has looked disciplined at times, but preparing for the option with limited practice time is a huge challenge. Adding to the difficulty is the fact that Army has been far better against the spread as an underdog than East Carolina has been as a home favorite in recent seasons. The Black Knights covered as a dog of more than 3 points earlier this year, while East Carolina has struggled in that spot. Army also showed last season that they can rise to the occasion in this series, series, knocking off East Carolina with authority. With the emotional sting of 2 overtime losses and the hunger to finally grab a conference win, the Black Knights bring urgency that could tip this game in their favor. As our first pick for this matchup, the Army Black Knights to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. East Carolina has gone under the number in 6 of their last 7 games, and their offensive approach doesn't suggest a shootout. They average 31 points per contest in raw numbers, but those have been padded by weaker opponents, and against better defenses, they've struggled to finish drives. They throw the ball just over half the time and boast one of the top passing yardage totals in the country, yet they face an Army defense that sits near the middle nationally against the pass, capable of limiting big plays even if they bend. The Black Knights average 33.7 points per game thanks to their run-heavy scheme, running the ball on 84% of snaps, and they rank as the 4th best rushing attack in the country. However, this is a meeting with one of the stronger run defenses they'll face, as East Carolina is ranked inside the top 40 in that category and has allowed just over 15 points per game. That creates a scenario where Army's bread and butter will be contested, forcing them into longer drives and fewer possessions. From a trend perspective, Army has leaned under after losses, going 3-6 to the under in that spot since 2023. East Carolina also tends to slow down scoring at home, finishing 2-4 on overs in Greenville last year. Both teams bring some offensive strengths, but the matchup dynamics suggest points will be harder to come by. Army's run game will shorten the game by keeping the clock running, and East Carolina's offense hasn't proven it can break out against quality defenses. Unless one side generates big plays or turnovers that flip the script, this contest has all the makings of a slower, grinded-out style affair. Don't expect either team to run away with the scoreboard. Instead, look for a game where every drive matters and the final score stays below the posted line. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.